He shows up at your home or work to take your car and you can't stop him. That's because he's a repo man. What lengths will he go to if you don't pay your bills? Kerry Phillips takes a ride with the Repo Man for answers. See it tonight exclusively on CBS 7 News.
Despite the slight upturn in the economy, many people are still finding it hard to pay their bills.
In her two-part series, Kerry Phillips looks into a business that thrives when others don't: auto repossession.
There's no escaping. We know where you're going to go. If we have to sleep in the bar ditch in front of your house, we will sleep in the bar ditch in front of your house.
Pick it up. You're good.
You will be got. It's only a matter of time.
It happens every day.
Go, go, go.
People lose their cars to repossession.
I'm sorry. I really am.
And unless you live in a metropolis like New York, owning an automobile is a necessity. But no matter who you are,
they go through a divorce, they're short on money,
or what your circumstances,
whether your parents died, you wrecked a car, if they want it, I'll come and get it.
Missing car payments is an invitation for the Repo Man.
I had to go repossess a guy that was paralyzed from waist down. He had one of them hand deals in there, and he come out there in his wheelchair, wanted his stuff, but I still have to take the car.
When times are tough, ignoring your mail, avoiding phone calls, sending your kids to the door
Agent Mall, Panhandle Recovery. Can you open the door? I can speak to you, please.
is not the way to go about it.
they feel there's nothing else I can do. But in concealing a vehicle or not talking to your lender, that's the worst thing you can do, because we can only assume you don't want to pay for it.
I think that people don't think they're going to get charges filed on them. They try to get that vehicle back. Once that doesn't work, they go to the repo company. Once that doesn't work, they're going to the police.
Sergeant Fletcher says most cases are handled before the law is involved.
Just stay there and kind of watch it. If it moves, give us a call. We need to run up here and we need to pull that sucker. We've been looking for it for too long.
Let's go get your truck so we double team it.
Once a lender hires a recovery service to get your car, you can expect a visit. And if you're not at home,
Right there.
they'll find you at work. They'll even drop by while you're sleeping, and they'll try not to wake you up.
I have to have an officer run it.
If all else fails, they'll seek assistance.
Do you have a number where we can get a hold of her? It's very important.
And even if the Repo Man gets your car,
Come on back.
I will not ever let a car go. It is personal.
your troubles aren't over yet.
Even if we pick up the car, they're still responsible for whatever balance is left after we sell the vehicle.
Kerry Phillips, CBS 7 News.
Thank you, Kerry. Tomorrow she'll look at ways to avoid repossession other than the obvious, and what to do afterwards if it's too late and the vehicle's gone.
He shows up at your home or work to take your car and you can't stop him. That's because he's a repo man. What lengths will he go to if you don't pay your bills? Kerry Phillips takes a ride with the Repo Man for answers. See it tonight exclusively on CBS 7 News.
You've heard the saying, you spend what you make. Well, when what you make or what you have to spend changes, it can be hard to keep up. To finish her report on auto repossession, Kerry Phillips finds out how to avoid losing your car and what will happen if your lender does take it back.
You have a house full of guests. Christmas time, I'm there. Christmas Eve, I'm there. That's probably the most embarrassing.
Sometimes it's a matter of financial difficulties.
Everybody has a downslope in their life, and you know what you do about that is your decision, but everybody has hard times.
But sometimes it's simply a matter of priorities.
When I look at a car and it has $1,000 sets of rims on there for one rim and low profile tires, stereo system, no, I don't feel sorry. That justifies it right there. They'd rather spend their money on that stuff than make their car payment.
Whatever the reason, if you don't pay, they will take it away.
If you try to conceal the vehicle, if you don't let us know what's going on and what the problem is, we just assume you don't want to pay.
Lenders say there are a lot of misconceptions about the way they handle defaulted loans.
You're just not in it to hurt people. You're also here to help them.
Repossession may not be good for your credit, but it's not good for the lender either.
Whenever we have a repossession, we normally have to take a loss.
Credit managers say when borrowers can't make their payment, they often wait until they have the entire lump sum, which just puts them further and further behind.
There's always ways to get out of it, and there's ways that If you will work with your lender before you decide to do that, there's different options that the lender can help you with.
And depending on your lender's policy on missed payments, sooner or later, the repo man is on your trail.
I feel sorry for him, I really do, but unfortunately somebody has to do the job. Some actually can be kind of mean about it and like it's my fault that I'm there, and it's not. I'm just a middleman. I do the dirty job.
Hopefully those were firecrackers and not gunshots.
I know times are tough. I have to pay for mine. Somehow I make it.
And once they find you, it's too late.
Who do I need to pay to get it back?
I'll try to check, they try to cash. I'll pay it right now. It's probably the number one thing I hear when I'm there. When I'm there, it's too late. I mean, I'm taking the car, so the best thing you can do is be civil about it.
Even worse, if the repo man can't find you.
Once we get involved, they will file charges. We have a pretty good recovery rate as far as that's concerned.
After your lender gets its vehicle, you still have options, but it will include paying up.
If they can't afford the car, what we can do, we can let them sell the car, and then we can have them sign a side note to take care of what deficiency balance there would be.
So whether you meet with your lender before or after, it's a discussion you cannot avoid. So you might as well speak up now and keep your car. Carrie Phillips, CBS 7 News.